this is Mark from Show Mark Sales again. So this is another What Postcards Sold on eBay, Etsy, and Hip Postcards video. Like I said, most videos for postcards go kind of slow, but what I'll do is I'll go through each of the postcards that sold, have a little bit of post talk in between, and I'll try to cut out the fluff of me packing and stuff like that so we can go right to card to card to card. I'll tell you, if I remember, where they shipping to and how much they paid for them, and what I see and what people are buying. This really gives you what people are buying and what we list and what sells. But we've had 28 cards on eBay, 8 cards on Etsy, and 1 card on Hip. So that falls into the regular category of about 80% eBay, 15% Etsy, and 5% Hip is usually the breakdown. So that gives us a total of 37 cards that we'll go through real quick, and let's get started. So the first one is a gentleman bought 2 cards. The first card is Historical Mound in if I don't drop it, Marietta, Ohio. So it's a white border card. It's a pretty good card stock. It's been well taken care of. The mound's right back there. So that's one of the cards. And the next card he bought was of the Driveway, Crescent Mounds, Fort Ancient, Ohio. Another white border card. The colors are really good on these, so these must have been taken care of, and the card stock is really nice. Got a little bit of bending on the corner on that side, but otherwise very nice card. So the white borders always seem to do pretty good. Both of these cards sold for $4.45 a piece, and they are being shipped to Ohio. Okay, the next card that sold was Cassie's Waterborne Links between Ludington, Michigan and Wisconsin ports. It's a chrome card of people on a boat. So there's really no border around it. It's just a boat, unused, nice card stock, clean card. Edges are really good, but it's basically a chrome card for a boat. This sold for $4.45, and it's going to be shipped to Michigan, the same town, Ludington, Michigan. The next card that sold is a Hawaiian Cliffs near Honolulu Island of Oahu. So this is a nice kind of a color. It says a color card on the back. It's kind of got some staining on it right here, bleeding through. You know, so it's basically some nice cliffs in Oahu. And it is this card sold for $4.45, and it is being shipped internationally. So someone internationally bought the Hawaiian Cliffs. Mostly Hawaiian cards do very well. They're kind of like the Disney cards. I don't mark them up that much, but anything with Waikiki, Diamond Head, luau's, dancers, women, Hawaiian women on there, birds, plants. Most of those do pretty, even restaurants and hotels do pretty good for the Hawaiian stuff. So the next card going out is the Greetings from Florida. It's a Citrix Tower. It's a chrome card of the Citrix Tower. I've sold different types of cards for this. It is a used card. It has a postmark right up here, but it's in really good condition. Really no scratches, and I can't really tell when it was postmarked. I think it's 63 is what it says, but that's another chrome card of Florida, and I have a lot of Florida cards, and they sell pretty good. And this card sold for $4, so it was a 10% offer off of $4.45 probably that we sold, and it's going to Monticello, Georgia. Now the next card that sold I just listed yesterday, and it's for there's missions, those old missions in California along the King's Trail, or the King's Highway they call it. This was a card. It showed a mission, but it showed people in there, but it didn't say what mission it was. So I was debating about putting it up there or not. It is postmarked. It does have this 76 gasoline on the bottom, so sometimes that can be something that sold it. It's a chrome card. 1940s is the postmark on it, but that one's, I was kind of surprised when that sold. I was kind of questioning it if it was going to sell. It sold for $4.45, and it's going to be shipped to California. I can't say the name of the town, so California. So the next card that sold is an Army post in Garland, Colorado. It basically shows the flag of an Army post. It's a chrome card, very good condition. The edges and corners are really good on it. The color's really good, but mostly any of the military stuff like this, I would say, you know, 60s, 50s for that card. So it's Fort Garland, Colorado is the Army post. So that one sold for $4.45, and it's going to be shipped to Afton, Tennessee. So someone maybe went to this post or somewhere like that, but anytime I see any of the military stuff, I usually set them to the side because some of it I want to research a little bit more, but most of it does fall into the $4.45 to $6.45 range, especially a chrome card like this. This is selling memories. And you know, I have a lot of people buy cards like this, and what they do is they frame them. Like any Army post they went to, I have one guy that bought like 6 golf course holes. Those are the ones he actually played and liked at the course, so he's got different frames, he said, with golf course things on there. So you want to kind of look for themes with that type of stuff. But this was a nice card for someone's collection. So the next card it sold was a kind of like a print, but it's kind of a chrome type linen. I think it's more chrome. I think it's a chrome, but it's kind of a print type deal. It's the Sauganash, Chicago's first hotel. So that one sold. There's nothing on the back, no stamp box or anything. Made in New York. So, but it's got some people out front of the Sauganash Hotel. So that's a pretty neat card. So, and it might look like I'm doing this real fast, you know, packing things up. Well, in between that, I'm cutting out is I'm putting them in a clear sleeve, and then I actually cut and paste the address over to a Dymo label, and I put it in the envelope, and then I mark it as shipped. So I'm cutting all that out because there's really no need for you to see that every time. The most important thing is what kind of cards sell. So this card actually sold for $4.45, and it's going to Crown Point, Indiana, which is not far from me. The next card that sold was a Junipero Sierra Museum, Old Town, San Diego, California. It's a linen card. And like I said, I gotta feel those. I can pretty well tell by the color, but if you feel a linen card, you're gonna feel the rag count and the roughness of it a lot of times, but that's what it is. Good colors on these cards. It's posted, so it's a used card. The edges look good. It was posted in 1953 in there. So it's a really nice colorful card. So you also might want to check out with the new eBay standard envelope shipping program. I just put up a video overviewing that whole new shipping option that they have, where you'll be able to print a label out with tracking if you ship in a envelope with a stamp with no tracking. That's going to be coming. Right now it's on trading cards, so you want to check that video out. As I went through detail and we did a test shipment of it, so I have tracking information, the whole works on there. This card sold for $4.45 and being mailed to California. Okay, so the next one that sold are these stripe cards. I forgot what they call them, but it's Long Beach, California, Queen of the Beaches. So these cards, a lot of collectors like to see these cards. These cards will sell by visual more than by what's on the name. Even with the large letter cards, you know, the large vegetables, those sell by sight, I think, more than anything. But this is a chrome card, postmark 1958, used. Got a couple of stamps on there for 2 cents on there. But those cards, I always put these cards. When I look into a haul or looking to buy some cards, if I see a few of these, you know, I know people are gonna pick them up for a good price. Not the most expensive cards, but a lot of collectors pick up those types of cards. This card sold for $4, so it was probably a offer sent to a buyer, a watcher, for 10% off. I do that all day long. So if you're not sending offers to buyers, you're missing out on a few things. And I just do 10%, so that makes it $4 card. And this is going to be mailed to Tulsa, Oklahoma. So the next card that sold is a linen card. Again, I can feel it, that I can just look at it and tell it's a linen. And it is a Cameron Park, Waco, Texas. So it's got some nice color on it. It does have a little bleed through from the postmark, as you can tell on this side. It was 1943 postmarked. It is postmarked, but it is in good condition. It's got a little bit of tanning going on, but it's got the fountain there, so not a bad looking card. It'll fit nice in there. So it shows a little stream going in the back from the fountain. As you go over here, there's a stream, so a nice park view. This sold for $4.45, free shipping, and it's going to be mailed to Arlington, Texas. So from Waco, Texas to Arlington, Texas. So somebody must have lived there. Another card, a chrome card of a beach. So beach scenes do pretty good. This is Yankee Springs Recreation Area at Gun Lake near Hastings, Michigan. Nice chrome card. It's got some kids and people on the beach. Nice blue sky. Unused, unposted. The edges are pretty good. So not a bad card. Probably somebody went to that beach and wanted a memory. There's some people in the water on there and stuff like that. This card sold for $4.45, and it's going to be mailed to Shelbyville, Michigan. So the next one is a kind of a patriotic postcard. It's a painting of Washington crossing the Delaware. So I've sold this card before, something close to it, or this card on there, but it's actually a painting. And when I list this on eBay or Etsy, I usually put postcard painting, then George Washington, make sure the keywords are in there. A lot of people ask me in my listings, why do I have postcard as the first part of my title? I don't think it really helps that much with the search on eBay because you're already in a postcard category. But for when I run reports and look at how many I sold and stuff like that, all I have to do is look for postcard on my reports and stuff. So that's really the main reason I do that. I've had a lot of questions about that, but it probably doesn't hurt to have postcard in the title, but it is already in a postcard category, so maybe I could put something else there. But a lot of my titles, when I list them in eBay, are more English than putting just keywords and stuff across. I've seen some postcard titles where you really couldn't tell what it was. They just put all these keywords in there. I also share my listings up on Pinterest and some on Twitter here and there. I don't know what the impact of that is. It's hard to tell, but I want English there. People buy postcards, to my mind, more by sight. Now they do have a lot of rules set up in eBay, so if I put the town, you always want to put the town, the county, and the state in there, because people have rules that will pop up. I know sometimes I put a card up and then 5 minutes later it's sold. It's because someone had a rule put in there. So you want to make sure you get the town and the state. Some people use abbreviations for the state. Most search engines nowadays will look at both, but you do get a different search once in a while by looking at that. But if people have rules set up, they'll know what to look for. But also remember, people are buying a postcard. They're buying a flat image of a card. So they're going to look at it, and it's going to, they're not, you might get a return, you might get some questions asked about it, because it's still a flat picture. They're not touching it like you can at an antique mall or a flea market and stuff. So if there's anything I need to describe on it, I will. If there's a dent corner more than what's in my normal description declaration, I'll put that on there. I've never really had a problem with people wanting to return something, but I always try to cover that. But again, this is a nice card that sold for $4.45, and it's being shipped to Topeka, Kansas. And the next person bought 3 cards. I think he likes boats. So the first one is Sailboating on Clear Lake, California. That's a nice sailboat card. I remember putting this one up because all it said was sailboating on Clear Lake, and I took that and used that as the title. It's postmarked 1964. So that's a nice chrome card there. The next one he bought is Battleship or something. Let's take a look. So USS or Oriskany, Hancock class commission ship. It's an attack aircraft carrier. I bought about, I'd say 150, 100 Navy boats from a guy, postcards. These were all unused. Looks like someone's collection. Very nice card stock. So I put up a lot of these. I've sold maybe a half a dozen so far. So both of these cards sold for $4.45. But in my store, I do have a volume discount. So if you buy 1 to 3 cards, I think you get 10%, and anything over 3 cards, you get a 15%. So as they buy, it goes down. Plus, the price of the postage is built into the card, so it kind of gives them a relief if they, because I'm going to put 3 or 4 cards to an envelope. So it kind of helps with that. And the last card is Air Force Falcon Stadium. This is really nice. Not used, but that does say in the writing 1975. So, but it has all the parade marchers or whatever out on the grounds at the academy. And so this was Colorado Springs is where this is located. This whole order for 3 cards came to $13.35, and they're going to be mailed to Oregon. So somebody must have been in the military. So, but I'll put 3 cards into this envelope here, and I'll get away with 1 ounce on that. If I put 4 cards in there, sometimes it takes me to the 2 ounce, and I'll have to put an additional stamp sticker on there. 5 cards and above go into first class package. I pack them totally separate because I don't want it too thick. But I'll put these 3 cards in one thing. So the next person bought more than 1 card too. This was interesting. When I put this one up, it was like oranges, and I thought it would say like Orange Grove, but what it's called is California Gold. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to put California Gold as the title. So basically the title of this one on eBay says Postcard California Gold. I didn't put anything else in there, and it's still sold. It's a chrome card, postmarked in 1961. Not bad, a little bit on the corners, but you know, I just took what the card said. I said California Gold. I thought it was a pretty cool title, and it worked out. I listed this yesterday, and it already sold in 24 hours. So I don't think anybody had a rule about California Gold for a postcard. The next one that this gentleman bought was Santa Barbara's famous El Paso. It's a shopping center in Santa Barbara. So 1963 postmarked. So it's just like a, you know, chrome card. It is posted. It got a 4-cent postmark on it. Edges are okay, but it's a nice clear chrome card. So someone must be living by there. And let's see where they went in there. Both of these cards sold for $4, so it was probably a watcher that it was sent an offer to. So the total order was, and it's going to California. The total order was $8.58 for this order. Okay, the next one that sold was Essex Park to Grand Lake. It's a Trail Ridge Road, Rocky Mountain National Park, Colorado. It's a white border card. Not bad. Corners need a little help. There is some writing on it right up here for $1. I don't take that off. I usually just leave anything that's on the card, I leave on there. But it's a white border card, and that sold for $4. And it will be mailed to Lakeside Park, Kentucky. One is north on Madison Avenue from Pike Street, Covington, Kentucky. It's a white border card. yeah, a white border card. I had to feel it because it looked like kind of like a linen, unused. Um, it looks like it's been hand painted a little bit. You can tell on there it's got some good color to it. It's got a nice look going down the street. So it's a really nice card. This card sold for $4.45. It's from Covington, Kentucky. Let's see where it's going to be shipped to. It's going to Southgate, Kentucky. Next one that sold was Lake Watson in Granite Dells, Prescott, Arizona. This is a linen card. I don't have to feel it really on there, but it's a nice picture of a, you know, a lake. Watson, someone probably fished there or was there, not used. Nice card stock. But it is a linen card. And this sold for $4, so it was an offer to someone that was watching it. And this was from Prescott, Arizona. Let's see where it's being mailed to. It's going to Prescott Valley, Arizona. So someone lives in Prescott. So they probably had a rule, like I said, put the town and the state in there. And if someone's got a rule, it's going to pop up. The next one that sold was Entrance to Brandon Park, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And this is a linen card. I can feel it. Doesn't have a border around it, but it's basically an entrance to a park. And it's in Williamsport. It's not posted, so not a bad card. This card sold for $4.45, and it was in Williamsport. Let's see where it was going to. And this is going to West Newbury, Maine. Okay, so the next one is St. Mary's Church in Lake Lucerne, New York. This to me is not a RPPC. It's a chrome card. It's a reprint, it looks like. So that's the church right there, and it's not used, but it's on a nice card stock. I would kind of call it a whiteboard, but it feels chromy to me. So, you know, I'm not the best at figuring out when they get close and really what they are, and that's where I need to talk to people, is a little more experience in some of those the niche things. You know, you look at and you say, well, is that chrome? Is that, you know, what do you look for? So some of these postcard people have been doing it for years can look at it and just tell you right off the bat. So this card sold for $4.45, and it's going to Henley, New York. Next one was a card I do remember listing, but I didn't think it would sell. It's Jones Gift Shop, Mackinac City, Michigan. So if you look real close, there's a cigar Indian, I think, or an Indian with a chief headdress on at the bottom picture. But it was a gift shop called Jones, and it wasn't posted. It does have a little writing on the bottom. Like I said, I don't take those off, but it's Jones Gift Shop. Who would think that it would sell? And this sold for full price of $4.45 on there. So that's why I never, in the beginning, I tried to guess what people would buy and try to sort the cards out ahead of time. I just take the next one and put it up. If it's flowers, birds, turtles, Jones Gift Shop, I just list it and see what it does. You'll be surprised what people are looking for. And this sold for $4.45, and it is actually going to Mackinac City, Michigan. So maybe Joan is buying a Jones Gift Shop postcard. Okay, I got 4 left on eBay. This one, I have sold many of these Hollywood Boulevard cards, different types. This is a linen card of Hollywood Boulevard, California. 1946 linen. It is postmark. It has a 1-cent stamp on it. But nice card. It does have a little bit of tanning down here and some tanning on the front. Look like it, you know, it was there, but it's got the street. It looks like it's, you know, you're looking down the street from the top of a building. So I've sold Hollywood Boulevard cards before, just all different types of them, different angles they sell. This sold for $4, so it was probably somebody that we made an offer to. And it's going to Birmingham. Next one that sold was Metropolitan Life Building in New York. So buildings do sell. So this is a linen card. It's not posted. So that's what it is. And this sold for $4, so someone was watching it. We sent an offer, 10% off, and they got the final buy. And this is going to Brooklyn, New York. All right, the next one sold. I call these comic or humor. I have a category in my eBay store. A lot of people say, do you use categories in eBay? I use them on eBay and Etsy. Etsy I can't put as many, so I do Western, Eastern, Northern, whatever. But I have one that's called comic and humor. This is one of Texas, and I always put that in the title, humor or comic. And you get a lot of people reading them. They'll just go in and read these cards, but sometimes they'll click to buy it. But they're not fast sellers, but I do post them if they're in the lot. I don't really look for them, but I do post them. Some of the risque stuff in that I don't put up, even though I could probably sell it. I just don't do that. This sold for $4, and it looks like I got 2 more of these cards, so it must have been like 3 of them at a time or something, but I'll have to check that out. And this is going to Sacramento, California. Okay, and the last one for eBay is Swans on Palmer Park, Detroit, Michigan. So this is a undivided back card, posted 1906, and all it has on the address is Mr. and Mrs. Sutherland. So I guess there was the only one there during the time. Oh, there is something underneath there. There is some light writing there. So, but it has a 1-cent stamp on it. And what's really nice about this, there's really not a border around it, and it's got some swans in the lake there. So, but postmark 1906, and this sold for $4.45. And it's going to Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. So that's all the ones that we have for eBay. 28 of them. And when I get the Etsy ones done, we'll go through Etsy real quick, and I'll show you which one's on the hip. And like I said, I'll squish in between the videos to make so you just see the card, what's sold, see the card, what's sold, and we'll just go from there. Okay, so in between the eBay cards and me messing with the video and stuff, we've sold 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. We've sold 8 cards now on Etsy today. We had an order come in for 3. So this is going to show you what kind of variety on Etsy was. The last ones we did was kind of a lot of cards, but sometimes it's pretty normal on days. They come and go. It goes up and down. But the first card that sold on Etsy was Parrish's Motor Court, Merrill's Inlet, South Carolina. It's a chrome card, kind of a drawing, that kind of chrome card. A little office says vacancy there, so it's a nice looking card. The sign on there, it's got the AAA logo at the top, so someone must have stayed at there or something like that. This sold for $4.45 plus free shipping. The next one that sold on Etsy was Eagle Point Park, The Lodge, Clinton, Iowa. This is a linen card. I don't even have to really feel it. I can tell by the colors. It does have some writing on the top from a flea market. It says number 1, $1, $1.50, not posted, but it looks like a nice picture of a lodge at some park. This sold for $4.45, and it's being mailed to Centron, Arkansas. But this order for the 3 cards, the first one is the Moving Stairway at San Diego Zoo. It's a chrome card, and you can tell it's kind of like in probably the 50s or 60s, maybe early 70s, with just the paint and the decorations on the stairway. So that's San Diego Zoo. Next one is Knott's Berry Farm. Here it is. This is Old Berry Stand at Knott's Berry Farm, Ghost Town in California. I guess that's the people that run it right there. And so, unused chrome card. Knott's Berry Farm, it sells. A lot of people don't list them because they're low value, but I'll sell any card. As long as it's not a damaged card to a point, that goes to the flea market and people can actually see it then, or put it in a box and sell it there. The next one is the Farmer's Market. I've sold this card before. It's the Farmer's Market in Hollywood, California. A chrome card. So that order was worth $13.35, and it is going to Fairfax, Virginia. Sold on Etsy is the Old Water Tower in the Palmolive Building in Chicago. It's a linen card, but that's the water tower down in Chicago. I used to work down in the city. I was a walker to work on phone systems and technical stuff for years. So I worked in the loop down there. I drove down every day. So I know right where this is on Michigan Avenue down there. But there's no on there. I actually bought a lot, about 1,000 or 2,000 cards from Chicago. Because it was kind of neat to go through them. I worked in most of the buildings down there and did some kind of work, and just to see the history and the tunnels underneath the city is what some of them were. This is going to Muncie, Indiana, and it's sold for $4.45. The next one that's sold on Etsy is also a Museum of Science and Industry, Jackson Park, Chicago. It's a linen card. You can almost tell it just by not touching it again, but that's the Museum of Science and Industry in Jackson Park. It's not posted. Nice view of the park, nice colors on there. So this is a nice card, and that's also from that Chicago lot that I bought. And this card sold for $4.45, and it is going to be mailed to Chicago, Illinois. Okay, so the last one for Etsy, and I like this card. It's got two women and a boat and beautiful Weeki Wachi under the Florida sun. So this is a chrome card, not a white border. This is a chrome, just with the shininess and stuff like that. But you can see the two women sitting there, and there's a boat going across. I kind of knew this one was going to sell. So, and they pose, but look, you know, typical umbrella with the rainbow colors. They got the women are posed, the Congo bell with the boat going by. So I wonder if that boat was staged just to do this photo. So it seems like someone went to a lot of work to make a postcard. This sold for $4.45, free shipping, and it is going to St. Petersburg, Florida. And that's the last one for Etsy. Just one more card left to go through, which sold on Hip, and I'll do that in just a second once I get this one packed up. And remember, I'm cutting all this out. Mirror Lake in downtown St. Petersburg. There's it's an older couple feeding the ducks down by the lake. Looks to be a chrome card, not a white border. 1964 postmark from Sarasota. But you can see the two people sitting there feeding the ducks. I kind of knew this one would sell, just, you know, being down in Florida. Maybe someone knew the people. It is posted. It has a 4-cent postmark on it. On there, but it's a nice clean card. It's got the, you know, older people there just spending some time with the ducks. Okay, so that's all the postcards that sold, you know, from Saturday evening all the way through early afternoon today on Sunday. The goal of these videos is, they're a little long, always postcards video, but I want to keep doing them to show the variety of what sells. As you go out and looking for postcards to buy to resell, you kind of see what's sold, that, you know, categories to look at, stuff like that, and what platforms. So I sell on eBay, Etsy, and Hip. 80% on eBay, 15% sell on Etsy, and 5% on Hip. So this is the stack of postcards that we just did today, that we went through. Some have 2, some have 3. We had some multiple orders in there. But if we sold all the cards, this is basically one day $170 in postcards that's sold in one day. So a lot of people say there's not money in selling low volume things, but volume is the key. Keep listing, keep putting them out there, sell them for a good price. Experiment if you want to go to, you know, go to $5.50, $8.50, $12.50. Just see what sells. They sell for all different prices on eBay and Etsy. I've seen from penny auctions, 99-cent auctions. So there's so many postcards out there and so many sellers, but there's more buyers than sellers. So But I'll keep, got any comments on what you want to see in these videos? I'm still putting it all together. Hope the lighting was a little bit better today. We're going to be working on some lighting here in the next couple months for the videos. But if there's anything you'd like to see or got any questions, put it into the comments and maybe I can answer them, or maybe someone else has the knowledge that can answer those. Check out our other videos. Like I said, I just put one up for the new eBay standard envelope that they're going to be shipping. They're doing it right now for trading cards, where you get tracking when you ship them with a stamp. So we did a test, and the results are in that video. I have an inventory video, packing video, a lot of stuff on postcards, and I will continue to do that. But we also sell toys, so I do have some action figure videos up there as well in the playlist. So we thank you for watching and appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.